Hi, and welcome to the first ever Josh.ai Keynote. I'm really excited to have you here today. For those who don't know, my name is Alex Capisalatro, and I'm the CEO of Josh.ai. We're going to announce some really cool new product today, but before we dive into that, I want to give a little context. We're here in Los Angeles at one of the most beautiful homes I've ever seen. It was actually here in Los Angeles about 5 years ago that we started the company. We started Josh with this belief that we want the home to be extremely simple, really powerful, but also privacy focused. With Josh, you can control everything in the home from lights and music to TV and fireplaces. We have our own voice control platform and also award-winning hardware. And with Josh, one of the things we're really excited about is marrying design and technology. In the last 5 years or so, voice control technology has come so far. We're seeing the biggest tech companies in the world launching great voice products, but they're actually getting bigger, not smaller. They're including speakers and screens and all sorts of things. And we really think the holy grail of the smart home is to make things invisible. You just walk in a home and you give the command. You say, turn on the lights, play some music, open the shades. That's really the way to go. The problem though is it's hard making technology smaller. So my team went back and we reimagined what would be possible in the smart home. We said, what if we could make a seamless integration that just blends into the environment, something that you don't necessarily see, it doesn't obstruct the view, and you could just issue whatever command you'd like. Well, that's exactly what we've done, and that's what I'm very happy to announce today. And so if you actually look right here next to me on the wall, really hard to see, this is the brand new product we're calling Josh Nano. This is the world's first architectural microphone, and with this product, you can control everything in the home. Check it out. Can you believe this tiny device can control everything in your home? Again, this is a smart microphone, so you simply talk to Josh Nano and you ask it for what you want. And one of the great things about Josh Nano, it's so small, I think it might be the smallest home technology device in your entire home. Some of the great things about it too, you notice we have the privacy switch. So for privacy, you just hit that one switch and it's not going to listen. It's got the best microphone array we've ever launched in a Josh product. And again, it's just so powerful. So to give you an idea of seeing this in action, I want to bring in Felicia to give you a demo of Josh Nano.
Hello, I am Felicia with Josh.ai, and today I am with the lovely Devessa from Powerful Systems. She is one of the integrators who worked on this beautiful project here and a powerful voice in the industry. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, of course. And listen, I'm so glad you guys are here. I know that you just watched the teaser, and I hope you're just as excited as I am because I have the honor to give you the demo here today. So I have showing you here is Josh Nano. We've got a nice black finish here, nice matte. It nicely complements the concrete wall going on here. As you know, it comes in white and black, and we're really working on fitting it in with the devices here. As you can see, it just doesn't add to the clutter because it's so small and really has a lot of power behind it. So let's take a look at it in action. So as you can see, this is a beautiful room here. I love this family space. It's warm, it's inviting, very natural tones. And you might not know this, but there's a ton of technology packed into this one room alone. lots of things to play with, just like we like it. And we really want to be able to control all of these things naturally. You know, you give a command, you tell Josh what you want, and it just happens. But in a room like this, sometimes you want to pre-plan things. You want it just how you like it. So with that, we can actually build in a scene. And it's super simple to create that right from the app, but I'm also going to show you something that we've already created. Okay. So we're gonna initiate it by a simple phrase. And are you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Okay, Josh, we have visitors.
Welcome to Villa San Onofre. Please, make yourselves at home.
All right, thank you, Josh. As you can see, the room is really starting to come alive. We have the interior and exterior shades going up. We have this awesome hydraulic door opening to show you the infinity pool. One of my favorite parts is this cool little sushi bar that popped up. A lot of really cool things to play with, right?
Oh yeah.
So Navessa, I mean, I know that you saw it behind the scenes a little bit. You got your little eyes on it, but now that you've actually seen it in action, what do you think?
Well, it's definitely a wow. We know what this house can do, but I didn't know it could be this simple. I mean, it definitely gives 007 a run for its money.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Wonderful. Well, I do have another place to kind of show you,
Okay.
another room. So you want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. So now we're in the lounge area. It's a beautiful space, really created for entertaining. And with that, we want to be able to maybe set the mood on the fly. So let me show you something pretty cool.
Okay.
So in here, we have a Josh Nano in white. You can see it has that matte finish again, and it blends into the wall really nicely. And with this space, again, we want to kind of ask it what we want it to do without having to set a scene or pre-program, right? So what I'm going to show you now is actually what we call a compound command. So there's no programming involved, no diving into the app. So you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, Josh, turn on the lights, open the shades halfway, and let's listen to some music.
Sure thing. The lights are now on. Opening the shades halfway. Here's some music you might like.
Wonderful. Isn't that just so wonderful?
This is great.
We had the ability to just say 3 different commands all at once without waking up Josh every time. And with that too, we have a lot of options of what we can say and a lot of flexibility. We want to keep it natural. So when I said turn on the lights, I could have said, let's make it brighter in here, or set the lights to 100%. You have a lot of flexibility there, and that's across all device types as well. So what do you think about that and that natural language?
Well, I think it's really great. It's very simple, and I think for you guys out there, it's something you don't have to memorize like for every room, especially in a house like this. We have so many rooms. I forget what I call this room, so.
Yeah, what would you call this actually?
Game room,
Yeah?
something like that.
I'd probably call it the ping pong lounge or something
right.
like that. But what's great is a lot of family members might call things different names, and we can actually build those nicknames in as an alias for a room, a device, or a scene. So like you said, we don't have to memorize anything. We can really just, whatever our mood is that day, we can say what we want.
That's
So,
impressive, definitely.
yeah, absolutely. So another cool thing that we did there was actually with the music.
Okay.
Did you notice I actually said, let's play some music?
Yes.
So we don't actually have to say what we want to listen to.
Yeah.
We could say an artist, album, maybe even a genre, but the ability to just throw it out there, play some music, and it's going to know your preferences of what you might want to listen to in the moment.
Love it.
Yeah. Wonderful. So I do have one final room to show you.
Okay.
It's my favorite. So
Okay.
you want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, check this out. This is now the master suite that we're in. I mean, I know that you've been here, but I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's so beautiful. But let's light it up. Okay, Josh, turn on the room.
Sure thing. Turning on the room.
Can't really even see it there, can you?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's very small.
And check it out.
Wow,
I know.
this is impressive.
So now that we're in the bedroom, let's talk about privacy a little bit. The bedroom itself is really one of the most intimate spaces of a home, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And we really find it to be one of our biggest focus, and one of our number one focus is to actually take privacy into account in everything that we do. So whether that's designing the product, the software, privacy is the backbone.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, your clients that you have, how is privacy for them? How important is it?
That's a really great question. Privacy is number one. I would say the other stuff is impressive. I mean, this was impressive, really impressive, but the privacy is number one. Our clientele, we have a lot of high-end clientele, celebrities, and confidentiality is huge. So I'm sure with a lot of our viewers today, that is also a concern. So I think that's number one for me, but other than that, it's very impressive.
No, absolutely. I mean, I feel you right there. And what's really important is that all of the processing is really done locally. We're not monetizing any data or your information. We're not selling it back to you. So we find it really important, of course. And really, we want to give our clients peace of mind. And we've even designed a privacy switch into Josh Nano so that you have that extra little secureness.
That's really good.
So actually, I wanted to share that Josh is constantly evolving as far as the software goes as well. So we just released something a couple weeks ago that I'm really excited about, which is the ability to create a scene by voice. So, okay, Josh, create a scene called Goodnight.
What would you like the scene goodnight to do?
If it's raining out, turn on the fireplace. Otherwise, open the sky shade.
Your scene, Goodnight, has been created.
So I'm not diving into the app at all.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a lot of fun, right?
It's a lot of fun.
So listen, this has been such a wonderful time. Thank you for joining me on this demo. I really appreciate it. And for all you guys out there, thanks for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the demo. Thank you.
Thank you. This was really impressive and fun too. So thanks a lot.
Now that you've seen this hardware experience, we want to shift over to talk about our software experience. One of the things that drives innovation here at Josh is our ability to think beyond voice into other forms of controlling the home. For example, if you get home late and your family's sleeping, you might not want to give a voice command. Or if you're traveling and you just want to check in on the property and make sure everything's secure. This is the reason why we created the Josh Home OS, a beautiful, simple, and privacy-based operating system that drives our Android and iOS apps, so that you can control everything from the palm of your hand. When you open the app, you're going to be greeted with a beautiful dashboard. Right here you can see the Villa San Onofre, and you can see our AI dashboard, where Josh uses artificial intelligence to really drill down and give you recommendations that are unique to you. On the dashboard here, I can see information around wellness, privacy and security, environmental efficiencies, as well as just entertainment in the home. On the dash right now, you can see that there's recommendations around the air quality of this house. I can see the AQI, or air quality index, is at 36. If I go ahead and accept that, I can see the next recommendation. In this case, it's asking if I want to listen to music in this space. I'm going to go ahead and select that speaker, and I'm going to go ahead and play that music in the great room. Now that the music is coming on, I can give a quick voice command to cut it. Okay, Josh, turn off the music in the great room. As you can see, our voice experience extends beyond just the rooms that you're in and directly into our app. With that, let's drill a little bit deeper into the app. So next to the home icon, we have a layout of the house. And here I can see all the rooms in the house broken down by floor. You can see the pool, you can see the gym, you can see the lounge area that Felicia was in earlier.
we're actually sitting in the great room. So I'm going to dive into the great room here, and I can see all the devices I can control here. Now I can see all the features I can control in this space, from music to lights and other devices. I'm going to go ahead and with a single swipe, go ahead and turn on the lights in this space. So you can see the area brighten behind me. Beyond that, I can control individual lights. So that chandelier above the dining table, I can actually go ahead and dim it down, really set the mood that I want to create to entertain here. Beyond that, I can drill down into individual devices specifically. So the third icon on the bottom is our device view, and this shows us all the features in the home that we can control. So I have lights, thermostats, switches, fans, fireplaces, garage doors, audio systems, video systems. The list goes on and on. This is what we can control in this space, but there's much more available. On the video side, we work with cable providers, streaming providers. We work with the best in the industry across all of these platforms, from audio to video to lighting and other control systems. It's really the magic of the Josh experience is our relationships and integrations with these other companies. When Josh is at the helm and controlling all these other products, you can create truly magical experiences. And that's what we call scenes. You've seen Felicia demo this, but I want to show you how you can handle it through the app and set up truly remarkable experiences in your home. So that's the last icon on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click on scenes, and you can see some of the features we have in the house here. We have an entertainment scene, an evening wind down scene, a good morning scene, even a sunrise simulation. So you can see here the good night scene that Felicia created earlier. I can go ahead and drill down into that, and you can see the text of what she had said earlier in that room. If it's raining, turn on the fireplace. Otherwise, open the sky shade. Since this is a good night scene, I want to actually include lighting in that. So if the lighting in the room is high, I want to actually dim it down and warm it up a little bit. It's that simple to add new devices to scenes, to have them controlled that much more in the room. So when you think about scenes, you think about this powerful experience in the home, and you want to be able to share that with friends and family and guests. So the next feature I want to show you inside of Josh is how you can share that experience by simply giving them access to the property. Now this is all under your control, so you manage the privacy, but you give them access to the devices that they need to control in the home. So I'm going to go ahead and drill down into the advanced menu, and you can see I have manage users right here. I'm going to click on manage users. So I'm going to go ahead and invite my colleague Nader to the property. I'm going to enter his email address and invite him as a user role of a house guest. Now you can see Nader has access to the property. But since he's a house guest, I want to make sure he has access to the right areas of the property. So I can go ahead and edit user roles. Here, the house guest role pops up, and I'm going to say he has access to the guest suite, so one specific room in the property. And then I'm also giving access to the pool area. So now Nader has complete control of the areas in the home that I want him to have control over, and I can remove that at any point in time. The last feature I want to show you inside the app is how you can manage multiple properties. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our switch building feature. I'm going to go ahead and open the Whistler property, and you're going to see the dashboard, just like you saw here at this home. So that's as simple as the app can be. It creates this beautiful experience that extends Josh into the palm of your hand so that you have the true privacy that you expect to deliver from a Josh product. No matter where you are in the world, we want to deliver a seamless Josh experience based on simplicity, beauty, and privacy. And that is exactly what the Josh Home OS that powers our mobile apps does. And with that, I'd like to hand things over to my colleague Nader, who has another exciting announcement for you.
Hello everyone, I'm Nader and I head up business development here at Josh. And let me just take a quick moment to say how amazing is this house, right? We're very happy to be here. Now, you've had the opportunity to hear all about Josh Nano and see all the great software updates from Scotty. So you're probably wondering, what's powering everything? In a house like this, you'd likely have hundreds, if not thousands of connected devices and systems. And you're gonna need something, ideally something centralized to really manage everything. And whatever that solution is, it needs to be powerful, it needs to be stable and reliable, and it needs to be secure. And so when we were looking to find out a solution for this, we looked at a lot of different things, like servers off the shelf out there, something like a Mac Mini. But we found very early on that we couldn't find anything that could give us what we needed for voice commands, for home automation. And so we learned we had to build it ourselves. And that's just what we did. And I'm very excited to show it to you here in a minute. But before I do that, let me just talk about something really quickly. We built the solution for everyone out there, for you, for the designers, the architects, the builders, the integrators, and the end users, to give you a professional experience that you can't get anywhere else. And we built this product specifically for home automation, to have that experience. And so that solution, what do we call it? Josh Core. And we set out to design not only the best functioning device, but also the best looking device in the industry. Because I believe we have what's the best design team in the industry. And so we're really proud of what we have. But don't take my word for it. See it for yourself. And so here it is, Josh Core. So you can see it might look like a small device, but when you pick it up and you feel it, it feels really substantial. And it's because there's a lot of great technology packed into here. And I really like the way that it looks. It's this really sleek, sort of jet black color. And we put a lot of thought into the design of it. It's all very strategic. Like around here, you see these grooves. These are actually air vents to allow for passive cooling in the racks. And so how does this work? Once you plug this into the network, it starts scanning your network and looking for all your devices automatically. And it starts identifying your lights, your shades, your music player, anything that's connected to the network. And it starts to build a blueprint locally on this device so that it starts to leverage everything and you're able to control everything locally from here. So having this sort of power now, this centralized processor in your home, brings a lot of benefits, one of which is speed. So Josh Core can actually process millions of voice commands, and it can control your devices on demand, and it can execute everything within a second. One of the really great things about Josh Core, it has the power to process multiple commands from multiple places all at the same time. Which brings me to my next point, scalability. So Josh Core comes pre-installed with our proprietary natural language processing engine, which includes the great benefits like contextual awareness. So what that means is that I can be in this room and give Josh the command, good morning, for instance, which may be programmed to turn on the lights and raise the shades. And we just heard from Scotty in the other room, and he can give the same exact command, good morning, which in that case may be programmed to play some music or turn off a thermostat. But because Josh Core is central and managing everything, we can give the same exact command in two different places at exactly the same time, and Josh Core manages everything. Josh Core also works with Nano and Josh Micro. So if you have previous Josh Micro projects, or even any future Josh Micro projects, Josh Core fits in beautifully. And each Josh Core can handle up to 100 Nano or Micro devices, so you can essentially put in as many as you like to really give that great Josh experience. And the third benefit that I'd like to mention, which I actually think is the most important benefit of all, is reliability. So I know there are many of you out there that really need the high speed, that really need the really high stability out there. And the great thing is Josh Core comes in an HA or high availability configuration. Josh Core now enables us to do multiple VLANs. And for those of you out there that know what that means, it's a great feature to have. And also, like I said before, everything is connected locally. So Josh Core actually talks to devices locally and controls them instead of through the cloud, which adds to the overall stability of the Josh experience. Now, let me just take you back here and show you the product a little bit here. Let me just turn it around. So this is what you see in the back. Starting here on the left, this is where you plug it in to power an Ethernet via PoE. Over here on the right is a reset button to restart the device if you need it. But if you look over here, you see a couple of pairs of audio in and audio out ports. Now I just want to talk about this for a second. For those of you that know about Josh, you know about a feature that we have called VoiceCast. And what VoiceCast allows you to do is it allows Josh to respond not through the speakers on Josh Micro, but through the beautiful surround sound speakers throughout the house. It's actually a really cool experience. But in order to do that, you need a VoiceCast enabled device, such as Sonos, and it's all done over the network. But now with this, and with these ports, you can actually hardwire Josh directly to any speaker, to any amp, to any sort of matrix switcher to get that experience. This is a brand new feature that we're introducing today called VoiceLink. VoiceLink gives you the flexibility to project Josh's voice and respond to you throughout the home using nearly any speaker or audio system to really give you that magical experience of having your house talk to you. As far as installation goes, we've partnered with Mid-Atlantic for the mount racks and mount plates. So I hope that gives you just a glimpse into just a few of the fantastic things that Josh Core can do. You know, we built Core for houses of all types, houses like this, to handle all the technology in the home. But as we all know, technology evolves, and it evolves quickly. And one of the great things about Josh Core is it's flexible to handle all the technology that still yet may come. And that's something we're very excited about.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today. I hope you're as excited about these new products as I am. Between Josh Nano and Josh Core, I think we're not just going to change the industry, I think we're going to change the entire smart home. I'm really excited about this. Now, if you're already a Josh dealer, you can actually pre-order these products right now. Simply go to Josh.ai/orders and you can take care of it all right there. If you're not a Josh dealer, just head over to Josh.ai. You can reach out, you can learn more. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks so much for joining us today.